So I'm on my way to get my hair extended. I actually have my old extensions in here because you can save a lot of money by just reusing them. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah.
또 그렇게 많이 자르려고요? 이 정도?
네, 한 주먹 하나?
주먹 하나 주세요. 이런 머리 잘 어울려요, 색깔이. 고생하셨어요.
Now, I know I said in my last video that I wasn't gonna do anything to my hair, but here I am with hair extensions, so I thought might as well just make a video about it. So the first time I ever got hair extensions was in 2016. Throughout the years, I've been getting like different types of hair extensions because I always cut my hair short. So I've never really grown out my hair past this point, and the longest my hair has ever been was this summer, or last summer, 2020 summer, so it's last year. The reason why I cut it short this time was because I didn't really like the texture of the ends because it was so damaged, and I was not feeling the damaged end look, so I decided to cut it off and just slowly grow out my natural hair. So in this video, I'll be answering some of the questions that you might have about these extensions and how to take care of them. So let's start with the first question. So obviously the first question would be about pricing. Now, the hairstylist that I go to, we're really close. I've been getting it from her for like 4 or 5 years. For me, it was about $300, which is 30만 원 in Korea. The highest I had to pay for these extensions in a different salon was about $500, which is 50만 원 around. And yes, it is expensive, but the longevity of this hair extension is about like a year. And so when you first put it in, obviously your hair is gonna naturally grow out and you would have to reinstall it. But the reinstall price is like $200 or lower than that, depending on the salon and the hairstylist that you go to. So I recommend checking their website before you go, or like sending them a message asking about the price, because every salon has different pricing, but it's around like $300 and $400. If you want the wig to be in a good shape and like good quality, and if you want it to look natural as possible, then I would say that's like the average price. Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I had hair extensions like a few months ago, 2 or a month ago, but I had it short and then now I put it back in. So I wanted to talk about why people get it removed. I think the general like number one reason is because it's uncomfortable. Obviously, even though this is like the most comfortable hair extension pieces, it can tug on your scalp, especially if you're getting it done for the first time. Then it's gonna feel uncomfortable. But I've gotten it several years and multiple times, so I know the feeling of it, and I know that it's just like what I have to endure to look good. That would be like the reason why people get it removed so fast. But after a while, you just kind of get used to it, and I have a high pain tolerance, so it doesn't really bother me as much. But for some people, like people with sensitive scalp or low pain tolerance, then they might get it removed after like a week or two. And the second reason would be probably because a lot goes into your hair, so like care and time and effort has to go into your hair to look as natural as possible and just to look decent. It does take a long time to get it just looking like this, so that's probably like one of the reasons why people get it removed so fast. I think this question a lot of people who are thinking of getting extensions would probably ask the most, and is it noticeable? It depends. If you style it like how I did today, it's not that noticeable, but if you leave it straight or if you don't do any styling to it, then it might look noticeable if you have like a colored hair. The hair extension pieces are basically wigs, so they're not gonna have a whole variety of hair colors. They're gonna have different shades of brown, blonde, yellow, black, and like maybe a few different special colors. So what they do is they usually, if you have like a super bright like orange color, then they're just gonna color the blonde hair, the blonde wig, and then try to match it as close as possible to your natural hair. So obviously it's not going to be a perfect match, but it will be as close as possible, so when you style it, it's not going to look as foreign or like as different. And also what they do before installing is they take like the top layer where the hair falls and covers the extensions. They take the first layer and then they kind of thin out the ends so that it just kind of falls with your hair extension pieces. But for me, the ends of my hair, my natural hair, is still a little bit bleached, and even though I dyed it a darker color, it faded out. So if you see it like this, see how this part is like lighter than this part, and then this top part is like my natural roots and then a little bit darker. So what they did is they mixed different colors of hair extension pieces, and then they installed it so that it looks natural. This one obviously is a different color, and then the bottom parts are a little bit darker, and then the middle parts are like a soft brown. So there are 3 different colors that were put into my hair. It really depends on like the salon that you go to and how many different types of colored pieces they have, and the skill of your technician. I know a lot of people want to tie their hair because obviously you want to have like a pretty ponytail sometimes, or you want to have a cute bun, but when you tie it, it's gonna look noticeable because the tips of the extensions will show, and the tips are made with plastic thingies. I'll show you like later what it looks like, but it reflects light. So to show you what the individual pieces look like, I actually cut one off from my hair just to show you. So there is like a thread that connects the two pieces together and it comes out like this. As you can see, there's like a plastic tip that kind of holds the thread and the wig together. So this is what I meant by the plastic on the end of the extensions that kind of reflects the light. So once it reflects light, then people are gonna know that you have extensions in. Or some people, like mostly guys, because they don't really know what extensions are, they thought I had like bugs in my hair. When they touch it, like you feel it. So yeah, that might be kind of the downfall of hair extensions, but I still tie my hair. I don't really care if people know that I have extensions in. If I don't want it to show as much, then I'll put like a little headband around it so that I can cover at least a little bit so people don't freak out when they see my hair. Now when you're styling it, you can use a straightener, a curler, or whatever you want, but I like to use my Dyson Airwrap because I think it's least damaging, but it still gives you like nice curls. But I've noticed that if you use any type of heat devices, it kind of damages the wig as well. So that's why I like using the Dyson Airwrap, but it really just depends on you. So this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was helpful. And if you're ever in Korea and you have short hair, then I recommend you getting these extensions and just trying it out. So yeah. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.